in this race of life that we are, we have to keep running. And we have to keep running slow. In running fast, you may win the race, you may get the trophy, but sooner or later, the race and the winner are forgotten. But even if you may have got a gold medal or whatever you may have been, it is all forgotten. To be remembered and to be alive, keep running your race till the end of the journey. Exactly like the iron. When you keep polishing the iron, it keeps shining and remains clean and clear. But if you leave it, the rusting takes place, it becomes brittle and it is finished. It could have been the best of beautiful whatever monument or whatever structures it could have been, but when they are rusted, they become brittle and gone to the dust. So in the journey of life, a greater awareness keeps coming. If you keep your life alive with your deeds, with your words, with the experiences of life, and keep increasing the wisdom of your life, then you become more and more enriched, because the soul inside of us will one day pass off. The transition takes place of the soul from the body to the other world. So as long as it is in the body, the soul should be enriched with the experiences, with the wisdom, with the words, so that when the soul leaves also, the impact of that personality stays, because then also it is going to enrich the future generations to come. And this we have seen with such great masters who have walked on the earth and gone. Even if they have gone till date, their life, their preachings, and whatever they taught and how they conducted their life becomes an inspiration for the future generations and more. Like it became inspiration for my generation, it will be inspiration for the generations after me that are born, and so on. Great masters have come, have walked on the earth. Even if you see the life of Buddha, rich prince, left everything, great kingdom, in search of wisdom. The kingdom is gone and lost somewhere else, gone. We do not know what happened to it. But his life, his teachings are still there, giving a great inspiration to the children of today's time, and to us also, who are keen to know life. Jesus walked on this earth, a son of a carpenter, not a rich man. But his preachings, his parables, his way of conducting life, and what he left behind after so many years, more than 2,500, 600, like 3,000 years could be, he walked on the earth. And the little span of life that he came, and gave us such beautiful preachings, beautiful parables, which are connected to the daily life, which are connected from the daily things which we see around us, and teach us from those teachings by the things for the normal people to understand. Not for the wiser only, but for the people with less of understanding could also understand what he is saying. That is what was Jesus also. Some recent times, I have been watching a program on TV of Dalai Lama. He was having a conversation with Desmond Tutu, again a spiritual leader, an African spiritual leader, very famous, and I'm very fond of both of them. Their teachings, their interviews, and all that are such was fascinating for my kind of people to know. And a question he asked Dalai Lama, that it has been 56 years. You have been in exile. Don't you feel sad? So, exile? No. It is a refugee life that I'm leading. I thought that I was in a golden cage, and now I am free to go anywhere, meet so many people, live a different life, learn so much, understand people so much, know so much in life. So I have reframed my life. How beautifully he said. You may be leading a certain life before. It affected me a lot, because in different stages of life we have led different lives. Some like luxurious life, lot of different type of life that people will not understand. But you have learnt from that a lot. So reframed my life. He says, Dalai Lama says, I reframed my life. The mindset has to be reframed. Then only you will understand more. Then only you will start liking the new frame. And in that new frame, you will have new teachings, new experiences, new life. And then, where you were not getting that love, you got it somewhere else. And where you get love becomes your home. So he made his place in the heart of so many people. The love, the affection that people got from his work, from his teachings, from his presence, gave him a new frame to live a happy life. It happened with Jesus. The people where he was born in rejected him. The people understood, loved him. But the people who were rejecting him were the powerful ones that time. And while others were loving him, the ones who were rejecting his teachings were wanting to kill him, put him to death. Then they did. But the place that Jesus made into the life of millions and millions of millions people, even till date, his parables, his teachings affected so many lives and are affecting and will keep on affecting so many. The biggest religion, most powerful religion becomes the teachings of Jesus became the most powerful teachings of this world. He made his place in millions of lives. Even if few rejected him, so what? And the few that rejected him were his own. And those who did not condemn him, but gave a place in their life, were not the people of his place or of his times or of his religion that he was a Jew. Therefore, whenever anything comes in life, just reframe your life. The life that was previous could have been very nice, very good, very luxurious, but the new life, if you just become sad about it, like Desmond Tutu said, do you feel sad? He said, no, I was in a golden cage. And when I became a refugee, I learned more. In our lives also, maybe we were also in a golden cage. From that golden cage, when the new life, the new understanding came, due to any situations, then just reset your mind. When you reset your mind, then into a new frame, you start getting new ideas, new way of living, new wisdom, new experiences of life. And these are the kind of experiences and what you learn. Like if a picture becomes is an old picture, very precious, but the frame is broken, all over it is broken. You don't like to put a broken frame on a wall. So what you do is take a picture out and put it into a new frame, and when you hang it, everyone will appreciate, oh, such a beautiful picture, it's antique and this and that. The same thing happens. Put yourself into a new frame. And when you put yourself into a new frame, a new life comes into you. The stagnancy, in the when you resent things, when you feel sad, anytime, I do, everybody does. There are times when we feel very resentful towards certain things, when we feel sad about certain golden cage that you lived in, or whatever it is. But that brings stagnancy into your mindset, brings sadness also into your mindset. But then you change it. Because we don't have to live forever on this earth. Just change the frame. Get into the new frame, and you will find more wisdom, more life experiences will start helping you to rejuvenate yourself into new being. The stagnancy, the resentfulness only brings sadness, and your face, your personality becomes rather dull, rusted. But with the new frame and the new mindset, you start shining. The inner thing of you is becomes so beautiful that it reflects on your personality, on your face, on what you speak. There is a parable by Jesus in Mathew that you do not, when you have a torn garment, and if you put a patch of a new cloth on that garment, it will shrink on the first wash because the cloth shrinks and the tear becomes more wider. Therefore, put the garment aside as a memory, but buy something new for yourself so that it will not shrink and it will look new on you. Many times people are very rich also, but I've seen them really putting patches on their garments. So these patches on the garment, the new, instead of putting it aside and or either giving it away, you patch it up. And then again you want to wear it for some more years. It will not look good. It is stagnant, it is old, and it is patched. it will shrink more, the patch will shrink and it will tear off. And the same thing he says about the wine. When you put the wine in the wine skin, it ferments inside it and the wine takes its flavor. As old the wine becomes, the more tastier it emits its flavor. So the wine skin stretches. Due to fermentation, the gases are coming out of it and it stretches the wine skin. Slowly, slowly, the stretch becomes a little wider and somewhere it becomes a little loose also, but still it's there. So when you put a new wine, use a new wine skin. Because if you put the new wine into the older wine skin, the same process will take place there. It will ferment, gases will be come out of it, and wherever there was a little stretch which had become weak by the previous, it will break and the wine will spill and lost. Therefore, you take a new wine skin to put the new wine. So when you change your personality, when you change your mindset, when you become a new wine, put yourself into the new wine skin so that you become more flavored, more beautiful, more nice wine with a new wine skin. Do not be a patched garment, but a new garment. These messages and these wisdom that we get from these great masters who walked on the earth, like Jesus, like other great grand masters that lived on this earth, their souls have gone long back. But what they spoke, what they did through their deeds, through their spoken words, from their life, they left such beautiful, life-touching, changing words. You have to read them, you have to understand them, and you have to put it in your life. If you don't read and know about these grand masters, you will be like a stagnant person who's living in a pit of garbage, just fighting for no reason, either fighting for religion or fighting for something else. And one is saying, I'm bigger than you, the other is saying, no, it is not so, accusing each other, torturing each other. They live in a pit of hell. Because if they have lived a life where they have not been stagnant, getting up in the morning, earning, sleeping, getting up in the morning, earning, sleeping, no. Come out from that old cloth, come out from the old wine skin, and every time that you travel out into this part, any part of the world or anywhere, every vacation will give you something new to learn, something new to remember. I have traveled a lot of India. It's such a beautiful country. Even abroad I've been many times, but in the country also, I have really got a lot of experience how beautiful it is. And these experiences stay with us. They rejuvenate us. We learn so much from different kind of people, different kind of religious places, different kind of mindset. I am always inclined to meet people who have certain things, certain knowledge, met many people who had something to tell, because I ask them questions for that and I get the answer. I wanted to know always. So this, when you just don't become stagnant in life, take some vacations, go out from that stagnancy of your life. Before it is too late and you're too old and you can't travel, go out. Learn something. Don't be a slave of money and time. I have no time and I have nothing, just stagnant life. The stagnant life becomes a garbage in which the satanic things only influence you. And you may, because you have not a wider prospect of life, you don't know much what it is to be alive and to walk on this earth, which is very, very precious thing to be walking on this earth. This life that we have got, we do not know where we go. We come back again or not, we do not know. Every religion says something. Some says it will come, some says no. So, we do not know, but the present we know. So why waste your time, your present life, in just after something which we are going to live it? Understand the world, read more, with your deeds, with your knowledge, experience your life on this earth, don't make it stagnant, and take some time off from the regular work and just enjoy this beautiful life by going in whatever is your financial status. If you want to go abroad, if you want to go to any part of India, go and understand life. How much the life is going to change. How much you will not go back to the pit where there is a lot of fighting and chaos. Because you know that is the satanic people, and they will influence only the weaker minds. The stronger minds like me will never ever be influenced by such kind of talk, such kind of people, and such kind of situations, because they mean nothing to me. So, the stagnancy is bad. Find a new wineskin and enter into it and become a new person. Find a new frame and frame yourself into a new frame. Reframing your life will give you more pleasure, more happiness, and a good, free, stress-free, disease-free life. These great masters had come, they walked on the earth, they left so much for us. If it is influencing me, there are many, many thousands and millions of my kind also, and who learn and then who write also in the wisdom which, whatever wisdom God has gifted them with, and they too will live behind something good. So when such, you put yourself into that kind of life of people that influences you, you will become like them only. If you go towards the satanic kind of people, they will influence you with fights and fights and fights for sometimes religion, this, sometimes that. But if you put your frame into the frame of these good, godly people who walked on the earth, a life will become different. This message of reframing yourself into a new, as a new wine into the new wineskin, as Jesus said, and do not become a patch on an old garment, but be a new one. A message which I loved so much, had influenced my life so much, so I always recommend people that change your life, get into a new frame, reframe your life, and God will bless you. Thank you so much for watching. This is Anita Binepal. Do watch, subscribe and share my videos. Name of my channel is Wisdom Decoded, the word of wisdom decoded by Anita Binepal. And this is Anita Binepal. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless you all. Have a nice day.